This is an official announcement from the Podcast Tonight Awards. Your favourite show that you're listening to right now has been officially nominated for a Podcast Tonight Award. But the power is in your hands. Amongst other categories, this show is in the running for the prestigious Listener's Choice Award, and they need your vote to win. You can show your support and help them get the recognition they deserve. The link to vote is in their show notes and bio. Go now and make your voice heard. This has been a message from Podcast Tonight, celebrating the best in audio.
Coming to you from the Freedom Federal Credit Union Studios, Hartford County Living presents Conversations with Rich Bennett.
Slow pitch affairs today.
It's probably the least sexy part of the work. No. The truth is,
Today's guest has lived one of those lives that reminds you dreams don't come with an expiration date. Troy Horne didn't grow up surrounded by music, yet somehow he found himself chasing a creative spark all the way to a record deal, Star Search, NBC's The Sing-Off, opening for major artists, and stepping onto the Broadway stage as Tom Collins in Rent. But the twist didn't stop there. A simple father and son project turned into the #1 youth basketball podcast, one that let him and his son sit across from legends like Chauncey Billups, Earl Boykins, and even Kobe Bryant. You heard me right, Kobe Bryant. That moment became the spark for his best-selling Mental Toughness for Young Athletes series, which is now sold over 300,000 copies and inspired families all around the world. And now, Troy is on a mission to help people over 40 rewrite the idea of what midlife looks like. His newest book, Middle Management, dives into how to find purpose, clarity, and momentum in the second half of life, and why this chapter might actually be your greatest one yet. So today we're getting into resilience, reinvention, embracing the unexpected, and turning life's detours into opportunity. Troy's story is full of heart, humor, and the kind of wisdom that sticks with you long after the episode ends. So settle in, grab your drink, because this is one of those conversations that just might give you the nudge you've been waiting for. So, Troy, first of all, welcome to the show. But I got a bone to pick with you already, man.
What's that?
40, middle-aged? I mean, come on. I think 50 is the middle. I have a goal. I'm going to make it to 100.
Hey. You know, it's funny because I saw someone out there that said that late 30s was the new middle age. I'm like, oh, wow.
What?
Okay. Yeah. Hey.
Oh, hell no.
Right?
No. Yeah, here's the funny thing, because lately you're seeing a lot of these people, like I think the oldest one I just saw was 116.
Wow.
And we had a lady on not too long ago, 101, and still writing, and still has a trainer. I mean,
That's awesome.
Look at Dick Van Dyke.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, he's doing a show or something like that, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, 99 or get ready to turn 100, and he's going to do something for his. Say, man.
Yeah.
These people need to turn over the water to the fountain of youth. I need it, man. I need it. So, all right.
Awesome.
So I want to start with this. All right. So when you actually look back at the younger version of yourself, did you ever imagine your life taking all these different turns?
No way. All I knew was that I just wanted to do music and, for a living, and that was it. I had no idea. Yeah.
So when's the first time that music actually, tapped you on the shoulder, made you think, okay, this is something I'm supposed to chase?
Yeah. I was like 10 or 11. I was singing around the house because I love singing. My mom said, hey, you're going to sing in church this Sunday. And I was like, no. And she's like, yep, because, it was the 80s and there wasn't really much discussion happening. So I hopped up there and I was terrified. I talked my sisters into singing with me. and we sang. I was nervous as heck, and
Right.
we sang, and they gave me a standing ovation. And from that moment on, I was like, okay,
The bug bit you.
this is what I want to do. Yeah, like this is it. This is where I want to be.
So is that music wise? Is that what you grew up with? Was going to church and choirs and all, or was there like certain artists that really grabbed at you?
Yeah, no, I mean, again, it was 80s Texas, and we were only doing in the house. It was only gospel music. I think the first time I heard anything that wasn't gospel music was when I went to college. No, high school. I started kind of branching out like junior in high school, and then I was able to do some. What was it? Belle Biv DeVoe and some other stuff during that time, and then I got to college and was introduced to Nirvana and all. I was like, my music world was like, I was like, whoa. So anyways.
Culture shock, right?
Hey man. I love that album for me. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is fun.
Oh yeah. They paved the way for, I want to say they paved the way for a lot of bands.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it just, unfortunately, he passed way too early, but that's another story there. All right. So because Star Search was the first thing, right?
Right.
Now Star Search, that was the one with Ed McMahon.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And that's where, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's where Leanne Rimes got her start.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was a big deal. Star Search was that was a fun show, man. Definitely.
So how'd you end up on that?
They had that
was back in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 89, 90. Actually, no, it was maybe 90, 91 because I graduated. Wow. It was my senior year in high school, I believe.
I keep forgetting it's 2020. The math has me all screwed up. You're
right.
80s, I was in the core, so it wasn't then. Yeah, so the 90s. So how old were you when you went on?
17, 18, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how'd that come about?
So I'm at home and I'm, watching television on one of those big old, the big old piece of
stereo consoles. Yep.
Yes, man. Had the whole deal. And a commercial comes on and it's like they're doing auditions at some like Houston Center something or other. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I got to go down there. Of course, everyone's like, oh, it's a scam. Don't do this. It's like, they're not going to. And I was like, well, I'm going to give it a shot because I don't have any other options. So my mom went with me. I go down there and I do my audition. I sing I Just Called to Say I Love You by Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder, yeah.
Yeah, man. And I do it with this little old, remember those old brass phones we had back then? With the rotary.
The rotary ones? Yeah.
Yeah, the little models of the So I took that with me and I did the audition with that. If you're ever out there and you're doing audition, don't ever do auditions with props. But I was 17, I didn't know. so I do it and they invited me to do the show.
Oh wow.
And so I ended up going to Orlando and doing the show with Ed McMahon and the whole deal. So
what was it like meeting Ed McMahon?
Oh, it's funny. It was really cool, but the funny thing about life back then, which is why I'm so big on the older stuff, that you don't know. You're too young to understand
who he
the significance
really is.
Of the things that are happening. It's like
you
just think, oh, it's just Ed McMahon. Okay, it's like you don't think
right.
That's Ed McMahon with Johnny Carson, and you don't think any of that stuff.
You think he's the guy delivering the prize checks to the houses.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So, all right. So, how far did you make it actually on Star Search?
This was another lesson. So, I got there and I made it only for my one show episode. And what was interesting about that was before we went on to get our 3.25 stars or 3.5 stars, I'll never forget this. One of the producers pulled me to the side and said,
before you went on?
Before we went on. Yeah.
Okay.
And she said, no matter what happens, I want you to keep going and keep doing your music. And I'm thinking, okay, why would I not? Yeah. Yeah. And so I get on there and the guy gets 3.5 or something like that. And I get 3.25. And so I'm voted off. And I was bummed, and like I was just like, but when I went off the stage to like go to the stage doors, I walk out and my mom is standing there with half the audience. They stayed after to, you know, congratulate, which was like,
oh, wow.
I was like, wow. They're like, you did a great job, blah, blah, blah. So all that to say, what I learned in hindsight of that moment was that performing is part what you can do as far as your talent, and also part what you can bring to the production. By that, I mean, I saw that the gentleman that was, you know, competing against me was from England. And so as a production standpoint, yes, you see where I'm going.
Yeah, like, viewers, that's what they want.
It's like we can both, you can both sing well. They need the
viewers from the other side.
Exactly. You can both sing well. He brings viewers from England.
Yeah.
We're going this direction.
That sucks.
But it's great because as a performer throughout life, I learned that, you know, talent and being able to do the job will get you in the door.
Yeah.
There are other variables that you have to consider if you're going to actually get the job. And if you know that, then it allows you to take rejection a little lighter. It allows you to take no's a little lighter because you're like, we can both do the job, but it's like this person brings something that they want for their project.
Well, and the other thing with that is, too, if you look at a lot of these reality shows, the winners aren't the ones that really made it.
Yeah,
you know, it's some of the, I think of, like Daltrey, who did not win. And if I'm a big wrestling fan, so that, you know, they had their big, I forget what it was called, but a lot of the ones that won are no longer there, and the ones that lost are there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, there was another, did Carrie Underwood sing, or was she, I mean, did she win, or I can't remember if she won or not.
But there are so many that won,
there's a lot.
And lose. Yeah.
And the sing off, now this, all right, you got to forgive me because this one I don't remember. What was the sing off?
So that was with NBC, and it's like an acapella show. We were a bunch of acapella groups. Yeah.
Okay. Did that come after Pitch Perfect, I take it?
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yes.
All right. So how'd you do with that?
We got up to, so this one, so I don't know how much I can say, you know, because, you know, we signed so many things.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Marine Corps, same way.
Number 3. I'm just going to say that we got to 3rd. Okay. And even in that, this is fun, man. I think you were asking these. So even in that process, I saw the same thing I saw on Star Search happening again. Right. But the guys, we were all 3 very talented for the last final 3. And obviously Pentatonics who won it, they're phenomenal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were, I didn't realize they were on that.
Yeah.
Wow. I love a lot of them groups. You get Pentatonics, Straight No Chaser.
Yeah.
Which actually they just performed here not too long ago.
My friend who's in Straight No Chaser, my friend I forget his name. He just joined them a little while ago. Anyway. Yeah.
I just don't.
They're great.
It's like, how in the hell can these a cappella groups sound like a whole freaking band? It's amazing.
Yeah, it's fun.
I tried that. Whatever.
Yes.
Hey, no way in hell. All right, so now you did reality TV. Well, technically, it is reality TV.
Yeah.
But how was that jump into Broadway? And not off Broadway, you're on freaking Broadway in one of the top, I want to say probably the top one out there, Rent.
Yeah. You know, that was actually before the sing-off.
It was? Okay.
And the way that works, I was in a situation where this is a lesson in asking for exactly what you want and not being general. Because I said I want to be a working musician, and I was doing that. I was a working musician, and but I wasn't seeing my kid, who was brand new. I had a 2-year-old at the time, as much as I wanted to. And so I was like, how do I find to do a working musician thing, right? Where I can be home more. And, I was kind of just putting out this energy. I want to do something where I can be home more. I saw this audition for Rent. I didn't really know much about the musical at the time. And so I go down and I go to the audition, but this is how like life works. You know, it's like I go to the audition and I tell my wife, I go, before I go in here, I feel like I'm going to get this. So would you be willing to move to New York if I get it? And she's like, I'm one of those guys that says unlimited belief things all the time. And she was like, okay, sure. I'm like, no. I really feel like if I go down here, I'm going to get this. She's like, okay. I walk in there and they go, great. Can you sing right now? If you're ever in audition, that never happens for large auditions. Okay. There's always like a long line. You sign your name, you go sit out and wait, and then you come back in 30, 40 minutes or an hour or whatever.
Wow.
And she was like, can you come in right now? And I was like, no, I need to go warm up, whatever. So I go to the car, warm up. And then I come back and I do the audition. They say, thank you very much. About a week later, they call me and say, hey, we'd love for you to do the tour. And I remember telling Beth, like, I can't do that. But I said, I can't do the tour because that means I'm going to be on the road and I have a new, a 2-year-old but I'll do something if we can do something that sits down somewhere. That's something. And she goes, well, the only thing we have that sits down is the Broadway show. And I'm like, great. So if something opens up there, I would love to do that. Right.
Wow.
But if not, then no. And she's like, okay. Long story short, because I knew, I let go. Everyone was like, you ruined it. That was your only chance to get in. You got to go through this and blah, blah, blah. A month later, she calls, maybe like 3 weeks later, she calls me and goes, the producers would like to see you in New York. I fly to New York with no money. This is back when Southwest wasn't so nice. Right? You know what I'm talking about. Like, when Southwest was Southwest, like the Southwest we remember. And
oh man.
And I do this audition and it was a moment of figure it out, man. It was like I wasn't the best singer in there, right. But again, I could hear the notes they were giving the other guys. The other guys were phenomenal singers. They were like singing all these riffs and doing all this stuff. And I heard the producer say, yes, but you just lost your partner. Like, I want to feel that you're sad. I want to feel that. And they just were back to the vocal acrobatics. So I was like, well, hell, this is easy for me because my family's at home. And if I don't get this job, it's not going to be pretty. So I used that emotion and gave them what they wanted. And, a month from that other audition, I'm standing on a Broadway stage. And
wow.
Yeah, it was cool.
Something you mentioned there about, taking those emotions in. And I've had actors on, I've had, people on Broadway and all that, but I've never asked this because when you're singing, that's one thing. You have to take classes. You got to learn. Your voice is your instrument.
Right.
But what you just said there, did you take acting lessons as well?
I had some, from being in college and stuff like that. But
because that could be hard to do.
Well, the biggest thing I think that gave me that connection was being a performer and doing, because I had a record deal before and I was writing for music that I actually experienced and lived. So I was connected to the music that I was writing and singing about. And even from a young age, it was very important for me to connect with the audience and people that was the whole thing that I loved about music was the human connection. So, yeah.
So how long were you actually on Broadway for?
For about a year, maybe a year and a half.
And your wife and the kids, or your wife and son moved up there?
Yes. Yeah. We were living in New Jersey.
Oh, what part?
We were living in, oh my gosh. As soon as you said that, when I'm at Montclair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
now, and where'd you guys move from?
We moved from LA. Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a move.
Yeah.
Now, is your wife from LA originally? Are both of you from LA, from that area?
No, she's from Denver and I'm from Houston. So we went to LA to kind of,
right.
We went to LA to kind of to do the music, art, acting thing. Yeah.
Oh, so she does music and acting as well?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. And your son didn't fall into that?
That's the thing. It's like that's why when basketball came up, I was like, what is this? Because it's like, this was not, I was not the person that was like, oh, you got to, play
right.
basketball.
Do what he wants.
He was in choir,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. No, go ahead.
Oh, and his elementary teacher came up to us and actually said, you should probably look to getting him into basketball. He seems to have aptitude for it. And we were like, basketball? What? So that started that journey.
I take it you never played sports?
I grew up in Houston, so I played some football in middle school. And then right around high school, high school football in Houston, Texas is just like the Friday Night Lights. And I was like, I don't love it that much. I was like, yeah. So,
all right, I have to ask you this because we've talked about this before. I had my son co-host and we had a musician on, and songs can take different meanings. Yeah, and the meaning can change over time. And I was thinking about this when you said your son was 2 years old and how hard it was for you. What song, is there a certain song that just went through your mind? And there's always one that went through my mind when my son was younger, because I only had him every other weekend. And that's why I asked this.
Is there a song? Is there a song that kind of goes through my mind?
Is there a song that went through your mind at that time? Just a certain song that is like, oh, yeah, you heard that song and it just made you think of you and your son.
Ooh, because that was like the beginning of before I got married. There's a song. As soon as you said it popped in my mind is Neil Young, man, old man.
Oh wow, okay.
You know that song?
Yeah.
Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were.
Okay.
That song.
Damn. All right. Wow.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Never thought about that. Yeah, because the one that always went through my mind was Cat Stevens' Wild World.
Yes.
Yeah. But you think about it, old man is almost the meaning's the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want him growing up like, oh, wow. Holy cow.
Yeah. It's like, man, and it's funny because you woo, man. Right? You start to get it. You like, when you get older, you're like, oh, that's what my mom meant. That's what my dad meant. That's what my uncle meant. It's like, whoo, Lord, man. Hindsight is 20.
Yeah.
20.
I want to jump ahead to the podcast with you and your son.
Yeah, yeah.
What brought that on? And when did that happen? Because depending on the year, a lot of people may not have known what podcasting was.
Yeah. So podcasting was brand new, and like there weren't a lot of people doing it. And so I just thought, hey, how can I get you to have these conversations with these people and get the messages of like mindset and how to navigate this path and mental toughness and all that stuff from the person. And podcast was still a thing where people were like, sure, I'll hop on the phone with you and do it. And Chauncey and all those guys lived in Denver at the time. So it was like,
oh, okay.
So it was like, this is easy. He played for some of their teams. So I was like, this is great. I can just walk up to him after a practice and ask. And they were like, sure. And so that's how it began. And then because, we had those guys on, like, well, then, of course, then other NBA guys were like, well, you had, Charles Thompson and Earl on, sure, we'll hop on too.
Right.
And it really became a blessing. And those guys were so generous with their time and their input about life. It was definitely like catching lightning in a bottle. It was a once in a lifetime thing that I think, we were really blessed to be in the right place at the right time with that. Definitely.
And how old was your son at this time when you guys were doing that?
I want to say he was 10, 11, maybe.
What?
Yeah. 11, 12, somewhere in there. Yeah.
He had to be starstruck.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't think he was because again, you're
like the Ed McMahon thing. Yeah,
exactly. You're like, oh, it's just, it's just the coach or just you know what I mean? You don't really like, even with Kobe Bryant, it was like when we were interviewing him, he was like, oh yeah, this is cool. I'm like, bro, what? Do you know like what's happening right now? No, they don't know. They don't know.
Wow. And how long did you guys do that for?
We did about 100 episodes. So we weren't like you.
Okay.
We weren't like you've done like bonus out of the water, but it's like we did about 100 episodes.
But back then, a lot of people didn't know what podcasting was either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you had people back then. You could just, well, no, take that back. They really weren't doing that then. They started doing it after COVID, just recording on their phone. No, people were doing it back then, I think.
Yeah, we were doing it through Skype and some other things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, these things like Squadcast and all weren't around yet, I think.
Right. No.
I don't even think Zoom was a thing yet, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Wow.
It was not.
All right, so here's a deep question then. Doing that podcast with your son.
Yeah.
What did it teach you about being a dad?
Ooh, man. The biggest thing, man, you're going to make me like tear up on all this stuff, man.
That's all right. That's fine.
I got to hold this together. The biggest thing that I learned is, wow. Okay. Here we go. The biggest is connection, man. It's like the connection with them, the time, any time that you get, it's really the thing that they want the most is your attention and your time. It's like the rest is great, but for me, it's like attention and time is
it is great.
It's the gold. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the, my son used to DJ with me. Like he started when he was 13.
Nice.
I think it was just a couple years ago. Yeah, maybe about 2 years ago, we did our last wedding because now he's 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's 20 years I got with him DJing together. And those were some of the great, he was better than me. And I went to school for that shit. I just like, what the hell, man?
Yes.
But he's in the union. He's an electrician. So
nice.
That's fine. Keep doing what you're doing. All right. So I guess with basketball, because were you coaching?
No. I was the dad, and I was just trying to help him figure. He had coaches that were not me. I thought about doing, coaching at one point, but it's like I just, I wanted him to have other people kind of direct him, and so I was just being a dad and kind of helping him, during his journey that way.
Well, all right. So what sparked the mental toughness for young athletes series? Because that's a series of books, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that started because, when you make, and every parent knows this, when you go from the recreational, YMCA, we're playing, we get our jerseys when we show up. Some kids are playing in street shoes and slippers.
Yeah.
And, when you go from that to, okay, now we're being competitive, there's like this, mindset thing that can get a lot of kids in any sport.
Mm-hmm.
And so pulling from talking with the guys about how they work on their mindset, we wrote it down because I wanted to have something. Actually, the way it worked was I was using this stuff with him, and it was helping him, find his own mental fortitude and confidence during the game. And the people were like, how are you doing this? Because we saw him go from, the place of kind of worrying about it to, not worrying about it and playing confidently. And so I would find myself after games just kind of telling people some of the things that, we were doing, we were using. And after every game, I was like, I can't do this after every game. So I said, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to put it in a book, based on what I've learned from, NFL guys, NBA guys, college guys,
right,
EuroLeague guys, whatever. And we put it down, the exercises that they taught us to use. And that began the book series. And then people started getting it and using it, and it helped their kids. And they started telling other people. And it was understandable for the kids because I wrote it with Moses, kind of talking about like, is this how you feel? Is this what you think in these moments? And so I think that's why kids really resonate with the writing, because it was like from his perspective, as opposed to me saying, here's what you need to do. But, it's like, this is what the kid is going through from a kid who's going through it. And here's how we can navigate through this thing. So,
all right, now here's a scary question, Troy. You're listening to Conversations with Rich Bennett. We'll be right back. I want to take a moment to tell you about someone I truly trust with financial planning. Paul Applegate from Edward Jones. I've been with Edward Jones for years. So this isn't just a sponsor mention. It's personal. Paul's story is powerful. He's a former police officer who spent years protecting our community, and today he serves people in a different way by helping them take control of their financial future. Paul works with individuals, families, and small business owners who want to be purposeful with their money, build real financial confidence, and design a retirement that actually aligns with their dreams. Whether you're just starting out or fine-tuning an existing plan, Paul brings structure, clarity, and direction you can trust. His mission is simple: protect your future the way he once protected the community, with a plan you can believe in. Paul offers no cost, no obligation retirement checkups and consultations. Reach out to Paul Applegate with Edward Jones and take the first step toward confidence in your financial future. Give him a call today at 410-297-7267. Again, that's 410-297-7267. How many books have you written? Because that's how many books in that series?
There are 3 in that one. Yeah.
Plus, you got this new book out. Were there any books in between?
There was one actually before called about the AU basketball Bible. There was one about being a father. The first time because for me, man, it's like coming home with that kid. You're like,
yeah,
you're gonna let me leave by myself with this baby.
It's scary.
Like, no instructions. Like, I'm just out here.
Yes. Every kid should come with an instruction book, man.
Right? You're not gonna give me like a pamphlet that says, "Hey, when they do this, this is the problem." Or
right.
No.
And they need a new one when they become a teenager.
Right. Right.
Oh
my gosh. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I'm just thinking, and girls are even harder. Yeah.
Man. Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right. So for music and podcasting, how did the author part come along?
Again, I just wanted to write down these things because there were things that I wish I would have had access to. I wish I could have found a book, that spoke to the struggles or the things that I was going through, and I couldn't find one. And I think it's somebody, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, something like that. They're like, if you can't find the thing you're looking for, it's because you were supposed to create it or you were supposed to write it. And I was like, okay, well, let's figure this out and let's write it. So
that's what you're doing now, is just writing?
Yeah.
Nice.
And that took me a long time. Just for anyone out there, it took me a long time to actually say that that's what I'm doing. So, yeah. Even after like doing it and having, I think I've written maybe 10 or 11 books now.
Wow.
But even in that, it's like, this is why I always say, man, it's like, we got to stop telling kids anything about limiting beliefs of any kind, because this, it rings in I am 50 years old and it's still ringing in my head. It's hard to, it's impossible to, the statistics of still.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If we can
I'm with you.
Tell kids that stuff, it's like, then they don't have to fight that stuff when they get older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all the books you've written, have you done a children's book?
I have. Yeah. I've done 3.
Come on now. Are you serious?
Man, you're making me feel good. I'm going to do this I'm going to get every morning. Like, hey.
Wow. That is, no, I'm sorry. What's the children's book called?
So I wrote some about the Red Tails, which is like a history book. Written some about Bass Reeves and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's like I've started writing one about a mischievous cat because I love Garfield, but I didn't quite finish it yet. So,
well, finish it, man.
Yeah, I know. I got to. Right?
Here's the thing. I love talking to children's authors, and you and I'm sure with all the other books you've written, your children's books can probably teach adults something as well. And to me, that's a good children's book.
Yeah.
If adults can learn from it, then you know you're doing something right.
I like that. I like that idea. Hey, that's a very, because the adults are the ones that are going to be reading it to their kids.
Exactly.
Was that Robert De Niro? You're good. You're good.
But I'd see all the children's authors I've had on here, and I'll ask them for a copy of their book. And I think sometimes they're like, why does he want a copy of my book? And if I learn from it, then I know the kids are going to.
Yeah.
And you're right, especially if you're reading to the kids.
Yeah.
And you can it's a lot easier to put feeling into a book that you're reading to a kid if you're learning something than it is saying reading one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, or something like that,
Yeah.
Where you're trying to make it sound like a song.
Yes. More of the the places you will go kind of books, like. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So now I want to talk about the newest one. I guess this is the newest one, Middle Management, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what inspired you to write this? And correct me if I'm wrong. I can't think of any other books like this for middle-aged people. Or is it?
Yeah. So here's what inspired me to write it. And it's exactly what you're saying. It's like all the ones that I was finding, and maybe there's one out there that isn't, but all the ones that I was finding, all the books that I was finding about midlife were like, now's the time to, accept your decline and
what?
That's what I was finding. And I was like, this can't be the only thing out there.
It's time to start living.
Right. Because, and like I said, like now is the time. It's like we went through the school of life and we've graduated. We're graduate students. We're like doctor degree in the school of life. And you graduate, you're now just not going to use all that stuff you learned. Now you're just not you're just going to put it away. It's like, no, come on.
I'm living my best life now, I believe. And I'm 62 now, and I started this 10 years ago.
Yes.
And I love doing this better than when I was in radio.
Yeah, it's like we're Jedi masters now. It's like you don't tell a Jedi master who knows all the stuff to not. It's like, no, I don't have to. Like, it's like the kid walks in, they've got, what's that, the Indiana Jones thing where the guy walks in with all doing all this stuff, and Indiana goes, it's like, we now know the one finger punch, it's like, we don't do all the stuff. It's like, anyway.
Well, and you think about it, look how many people, their careers, their life didn't start, some of them until after 50, some of them not until after 60.
Right.
I look at a lot of these celebrities, especially chefs.
Yes.
And even musicians.
Yes. Because now you know what to do. It's like, you know that you're a master at it now. It's like, now is the perfect time to do whatever it is. Yeah.
I was talking to somebody not too long ago, and they were telling me they just went and saw Billy Idol in concert.
Oh, wow.
Billy Idol's he's got to be in his 60s, maybe even 70s.
Yeah.
And the guy said he sounds better now than when he was younger.
Yeah. And
I heard the same about Pat Benatar. Because Pat Benatar and her husband, Neil Girard, are touring.
Yeah.
And it's like, they don't stop. And you think about it, when we were younger, you heard of like somebody like the Rolling Stones, you hear about them going out touring. And people would say, oh, they're too old. Why are they doing that? And my first thought was always B.B. King. Because B.B. King was still playing. It didn't matter. People think it's the style of music that you should quit when you're a certain age. I say bullshit. Keep going, man. I mean, hell, if it's making Keith Richards still live, and he's got to be what, 150? But no, I mean, I think I love this because I do believe that a lot of people, and you're right, the other books that are out there, you hear it. Well, it's time to retire.
Right,
I don't need to do anything, and people do. They think their life is declining.
Yes,
and no, man.
It's like no. Now's the time, the perfect time.
All right. So is this like a guidebook, or is it stories, or what?
Yeah, so it's a guidebook, and it follows the steps that I took to kind of get clarity to get to the point where I can say, "Hey, I'm writing. This is what I'm doing," and it's a guidebook of the steps that I took to get there. And so I kind of share like how I, like the first one is walking meditation. So that means for me, and I love this for everyone. It's like you have to, for an extended period of time, and there's no like set amount of time, turn everything off. When you're like when we were kids, we were driving and we turned the radio off and you could hear the car and nothing. You could hear like turn everything off so that you can learn to hear your own voice and your own thoughts.
I love that.
Yeah.
And too many people don't do that. Get rid of the phone, turn the TV off, and do it, and go outside and walk.
Yes. And sit with yourself and sit with your own voice.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, I love. All right. So, and how many steps? You said 4?
There are 8.
8 steps.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the first step.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't want you to give all the steps of the book. Just give me a couple of the steps.
It's about service. So, like, I'll give you another one. Another one is really giving yourself permission to try the things, like list instead of going, okay, it's got to be. This is the thing. Give yourself permission to list like 3 or 4 things that you want to do, that you've always wanted to do in your life, and give yourself 4 to 5 to 6 months to go all in on it, to try it. Because, then once you do that, like this is the thing or it's not. And then once you get done with that one, try the next one. And I also say number 3 or 4, something like that. Don't tell anybody what you're doing, because people love to go, oh, you're not doing that anymore. You're doing this now. Oh, you're doing that now. What happened to you don't need more voices telling you that it's wrong to switch up or wrong to try or experiment. You need this. The first part needs to be your own journey by yourself. And then after that, we go into finding your tribe and finding the people that are on your same journey.
Key thing you said there, and I don't think enough people do it. Give yourself permission. Because I do believe if you give yourself permission, you're going to keep going and finish that goal.
Yeah.
If you just say, "Oh no, I'm just going to do this," man, I like that. Damn. Wow.
We find that the biggest people standing in our way most of the time is ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. And the thing is, and I learned this when I used to do sales. The first thing they tell you is ignore the no. Hey. Because you're going to get several no's until you hear a yes. A no's just an objection, or you didn't provide them with enough knowledge.
Right.
And that's the thing. You just, keep going. Yeah, eventually, they may tell you to, get the hell out and call security because they really meant no.
Right.
But you learn from it. Just like, I'm going back to basketball. I think of Michael Jordan. How many, I think it was in high school that he never made a team. He kept failing and failing and failing.
Right.
But he didn't stop. I always tell people, in order to succeed, you have to fail.
You have to.
And learn from your mistakes.
Right. You have to fail.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. All right. This just came out, November?
Yeah. Just came out November.
So those of you listening, we're recording December 4th. Man, okay. Holy cow. This is, I'm already sold. All right. One more step.
Okay, the one more thing that I would say is give yourself permission to go all in, and by that I mean it's like not like you're gonna seem like you're a crazy person to everyone else, and almost like if people aren't saying you're doing too much, you're probably not doing enough. Because here's the thing, we think the reason why I think we procrastinate or we take our time or we, don't take action and is because we think we have time. I always tell people, we think we have next week, tomorrow, next 5 minutes or whatever. When we realize that we don't know, and we've got gray in our beard. It's like we're in the time that this is go time.
Yeah.
So we don't have time to doubt ourselves. We don't have time to wait. We have to go. It's time to go. What's that Bronnie Ware book that says the top 5 regrets of the dying or something like that? Number 1 is I wish I would have lived the life true to myself instead of the life true to what I thought other people wanted.
Yeah. That's
number 1.
Wow.
We don't have time to not try all this stuff and to go for it. So go all in. And if they don't think you're like doing too much, you're not doing enough, is what I would say.
You got to please yourself. Don't worry about pleasing other people. Please yourself first.
Right. You got to, what is it? You can't please everyone. What's that song? You got to please yourself.
Anyway. God, man. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Now I'm going to, okay. What, why you got to bring up another music reference? Man, this is going to bug the hell out of me. I'm going to have to, wait a minute. Was that a Stoner song?
I think it was I think it was like, Crosby, Stills and Nash or something like that.
Oh, yeah, you might be right. Holy cow, man. Damn. Yeah. All right, dude, you got to come down to Maryland and get on one of these music panels that we're going to start doing. This could be a lot of fun. All right, so actually, it just came out, but how are book sales going so far?
Oh, they're going well. It's like I may have done like maybe 10 or 15 of them right now, but we just launched. And so this is a book that I want to make number 1 on all of Amazon because why not? And I remember, now here's the thing I remember, and I want to share this with authors out there. And I didn't know this until someone ran the numbers on the book the book series that sold over 300,000. The first year of sales were not amazing. And I didn't know this until someone like did the reverse calculations or looking at the data sales numbers from the past. Because they can do that, I guess, with Amazon tools or something like that. Like the first year was building and sharing and telling people. So we're in the first year of getting the message out and sharing and telling people. And so this year for me is like, how many people can I hopefully help with this message? Because that's the whole point. So I would say we're probably in like 10 to 15 to 20 sales right now. So we're just beginning. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because one of the things, and I don't know why a lot of authors do this. Well, let me ask you this. Do you still pitch the first books? Well, actually, you probably don't even need to anymore.
Yes, I do. And let me tell you why. And here's the thing that I'm so glad you asked that because honestly, I'm saying, because I've been struggling with that idea for a long time of like, telling people or talking about it or selling or whatever. The thing that I received from that was from over the last few years for doing the process in the book. Mm-hmm. You owe it to, there is someone out there who needs this resource that you created. Yes. Whether it's a fiction story, a nonfiction, someone needs to read your book. And it is your obligation. It's not about, can I sell and get somebody to buy whatever? It's like, I have to reach as many people that I can with this resource to help them not have a bad experience. And that's what the whole thing is with, talking about it, selling it or whatever. It's like, are you that person that I need to reach? And if not, are you? It's like, I need to reach all the people who need this so that they don't struggle. And that's our job.
That's one thing I don't understand with a lot of authors is because there's time. I did it with you, asking you about your other books. Mm-hmm. But I've had authors on and they don't want to talk about their other books. It's like, why? You're an entrepreneur. This is your business. You cannot rely on just selling your newest book. You have to sell them all. The only ones I know of that I've seen pitch them are, well, like you did with your first book, are the ones that write novels and it's a series. Which makes sense because you want to read that first book in the series. And all. But yeah, I'm glad, God,
I think it's because we think we've been, you're in sales. Everyone's been told that sales is bad for some reason. Like, and it's like
everybody's a salesperson.
What's that?
Everybody is a salesperson, whether they know it or not.
Exactly. And so we, as creatives, we think, oh, I don't want to push. It's like, no, like with any product you have or any service you have, it's not pushing. Mm-hmm. You're helping that person avoid pain.
Yeah.
So it's like you're helping, you're not pushing. And so I think that's the switch we have to make.
Have you thought about starting and if you tell me you're already doing this, I'm just going to be floored. Starting a business where you help other authors? Uh-oh. You're already doing that.
No, I am starting today. Today, I am making the videos for that.
Oh, come on, man.
That's why I'm laughing. That's why I was laughing. Because it was like, I write these books because I struggle with the same. It's like, who am I to tell? It's like, who are you not to? Who are you to have information that can help someone else and not go out there and try to help as many people? So to answer your question, after we get off today, I'm recording videos for it. It's called Best Serving Author. I have a YouTube channel, Best Serving instead of selling, Best Serving Author. And I'm going to start running ads to help other authors this week. I'm shooting the videos today. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Holy cow, man.
Yeah.
All right. And no, those of you listening, we do not know each other.
No.
We just met today. I don't have telepathic power or something.
It's just confirmation that and I appreciate that so much. So thank you. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome because and here's the thing. There are a lot of authors that do need help. And they don't know where to find it.
Right.
The other thing is too, and you'll hear this, people say, well, I only want to talk to the experts. Guess what? There's experts weren't experts when they started.
Thank you.
You have to. And what makes an expert an expert? Because let me tell you something. And
Thank you.
I've seen this when it comes to podcasts, and these so-called podcast experts are not so expert.
Say it loud for the people in the back, please. Yes.
I mean, oh, God. But that's, oh. All right.
Exactly.
All right. So, Troy.
Yes, sir.
Big question here. How can people get in touch with you?
Oh, well, I made it easy. You can go to troyhorne.com. That's my website. That's contact
Horne with an E.
With an E. Yeah, TROYHORNE.com.
Because the E is because you're extraordinary, right?
Hey, I'll take it. I have never heard that, but from now on, that is my tagline. The E.
Get it put on a shirt, man.
Yes, that is great. I love that.
Now, are you already working on the next book as well?
No, right now I'm working. Right now I'm working on stepping into that calling of helping authors and also helping people over 40 kind of step into their greater yet to be. Those are my two things right now.
Well, I think you have a follow up already for the book for the middle aged people. About being grateful because I do think a lot of people forget how to be grateful.
Yeah.
Because they're on that damn decline. Bullshit. Start going back up the hill. Start living.
Right. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Man.
Good
All right.
grief.
So those of you listening, actually, where's the best place to purchase your books? Just off
Amazon. Yeah, you can just Google Troy Horne on Amazon. And Horne with an E.
Because he's
extraordinary. Yes, I love this. That's so great. So you can, and all the books still come up on my author page. So that's how.
All right. So those of you listening, when you purchase his books, and read them, make sure you leave a full review.
Hey,
Amazon, Goodreads, Barnes and Noble, wherever you can leave reviews, and then purchase copies for other people that you think would benefit from this.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
A matter of fact, look, I think, especially if this new book, this would be great gifts for Father's Day, Mother's Day, any holiday.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Veterans Day.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I'm going to challenge all you people out there that are listening that own a business. Purchase a case of these books.
Hey,
seriously, purchase a case of Middle Management, Finding Meaning, Clarity, and Success in the Second Half of Life by Troy Horne, and donate them to a local American Legion or VFW or even to the VA, like a VA hospital.
Yeah,
because a lot of them veterans, they middle age, they just, especially if they're already retired, they don't know what to do. And this would definitely help them.
Well, I might do that myself, dude. Yeah, good grief. I'm going to buy some and take it down myself.
I mean, it's...
Yeah.
This is a book that a lot of people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s, and 80s even need, because, I think of, I'm going to call my friend out. I think of my good friend Ron Filling, who retired from the automotive industry.
Okay.
I want to say he's in his early 70s. That man is busier now that he retired. He is living life right now. Is he working? No. Well, yes, but not for money, because he's volunteering his time everywhere. Troy, I shit you not, man. That man is busy all the time, and he's awesome, man.
That is awesome.
To me, he is a mentor to what you should be doing after you retire. You're living, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Big time. All right, so is there anything you would like to add before I get to my last question?
One thing I would like to add is, no matter where you are in your life, if you have this vision or an idea of something you want to do, no matter how crazy it sounds, no matter how unrealistic it sounds, you can have it. I know it sounds cliche or whatever, but it's like, I am a kid who moved to LA with $1,500 to my name. Didn't know anybody, hadn't written any songs, had never put a band together, and ended up doing, all the things that I wanted to do with all the odds against me. So if I can do it, I am not I am extraordinary with an E, but it's like anybody can do it. And I know, yes. So if you have a dream, please go for it. You
Definitely
owe it to yourself.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how old you are.
No.
Hell, I still get dreams all the time of stuff I want to do.
Yes.
And I go ahead and do them. All right. So, Troy.
Yes, sir.
Pick a number between 1 and 100.
Oh, okay. I got 47 for some reason.
Oh, thank God you didn't pick a low number. All right. 47. Oh, I like this question. If you could create a new holiday, what would it celebrate, and how would people observe it? Wow.
Ooh.
That's kind of a deep question.
It would celebrate human connection, and people would celebrate it by turning everything off and going outside and having a huge global picnic fair where we walk around and talk to each other.
I love that.
Yeah.
Could be a movement, almost like the Hands Across America thing.
Hey!
Actually, I don't know if you remember that, because that was back.
Come on, man. Of course I do. Yes.
Well, you had to be. Wait a minute. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, you remember.
Yeah. No, I remember Hands Across America. Yes.
I was just sitting there thinking, it's like, wait a minute, no, because I was only a kid, and then it hit me. No, we owned the nightclub at the time, so I was not a kid. I was in my 20s.
Hey, so there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. I know, man.
I'm telling you, man, it's got me all messed. I keep thinking the 80s were like 20 years ago. I still can't, when somebody says that's oldies music, I want to slap them, but it is.
It is, yeah.
Do you ever think you would hear the day when Nirvana is considered oldies?
but it's still so good. There's still like,
I know.
there's like that music, man. There's nothing like it.
No.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. All right, Troy, first of all, the oldies, like the 50s and 60s, that stuff was good too.
It was good. It was good. But it wasn't Kurt Cobain.
Well, yeah.
It was good though. It was good. I liked it.
That's where the a cappella group started.
Hey, exactly. Yes.
Or,
yes.
I'm sorry, they were considered doo-wop.
Doo-wop, yes. Yes. So.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try that. Troy, thanks a lot, man. It's been an honor, and the door is open anytime. Well, you have to come back on for the other books and the business and all that.
I would love that. This has been so much fun.
Oh, thanks, man. We'll definitely stay in touch. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Conversations with Rich Bennett. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something from it as I did. If you'd like to hear more conversations like this, be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you have a moment, I'd love it if you could leave a review. It helps us reach more listeners and share more incredible stories. Don't forget to connect with us on social media or visit our website at conversationswithrichbennett.com for updates, giveaways, and more. Until next time, take care, be kind, and keep the conversations going. You know, it takes a lot to put a podcast together, and my sponsors help out a lot, but I also have some supporters that actually help me when it comes to the editing software, the hosting, and so forth. There's a lot that goes into putting this together. So I want to thank them, and if you can, please visit their websites, visit their businesses, support them however you can. So please visit the following. Full Circle Boards. Nobody does charcuterie like Full Circle Boards. Visit them at fullcircleboards.com. Sincerely Sawyer Photography. Live in the moment. They'll capture it. Visit them at sincerelysawyer.com. The Joppatown Lions Club, serving the community since 1965. Visit them at joppatownlionsclub.org. And don't forget the E at the end of Joppatown, because they're extraordinary.